Hello, buddy. Welcome. You want to get back in here? I'm going to try to see if we can get Pyke in several games. We'll see. We might do something else if we don't get Pyke. I mean, obviously we'll do something other than Pyke, but something other than Nautilus. My Nautilus hasn't been doing that well lately. He's okay. We'll see. We might take a look at Leona. I was thinking about Bard, but I don't know. Hey, what's up, Black Dead? Maybe should have banned Garen. Ban Ashe? What? Why? I mean, Ashe does have a high win rate, but that is surprising. Ashe is the highest win rate champ right now. She's 54%, but nevertheless, I don't think she's worth a ban. Hey, what's up, Mitch? Good to see you. So I do have to get up in the morning, so this will be, I don't know, we'll see, because I have to get up, but at the same time, one of my universities is on fall break, so the one that meets later in the day is on fall break, but I still have to get up at 8 a.m. for the one place, so. Pains my heart to see bad with Nami, but statistically that's true over the last 30 days. Special thanks again to Dylan for donating the skin here. Now I finally have a Pyke skin, so that's good. I'm starting to get an upgraded mouse. My mouse is a little janky. Cold hands here. It's not me, and okay. There's a lot of Lally games. Okay, it's legit. Yeah, dude's on a first-time champ, but so keep that. They don't. I mean, maybe I should have gotten the extra tenacity. I don't know. If something has more than like a 1 second stun, like 1.5 second stuns, like the Thresh hook, maybe the tenacity is better than the Revitalize. Revitalize just helps out a lot with your healing. What up, Scott? Alright, Smidge. Oh, let me change the black screen. Okay. It's going pretty well. Just been grading some essays. Made a little bit of Total War content earlier. Class, for the most part, is doing pretty well with this grammar, like this mandatory grammar exam that I kind of had to give, sort of. It's like, you just tell them to write like a 3-page essay, and if they make 3 grammar mistakes, they fail, basically. But that's really short. Well, maybe not. That's probably pretty close. Yeah, we at 100%. Yeah, it's pretty rough. This university, there's a lot of people that don't like this, but it's still a university requirement for now. It's kind of a conservative university, old school. So I didn't really like administering it, but it's mandatory. Fortunately, most of my students are passing. Wait, did I just go from 100% to 98%, or am I imagining things? What's happening? Did it just go from 100 to 98? Did you guys see that? Or am I just like high? Dude, if I get like a loss out of this, if I get lever busted, I'm not gonna be happy with it. Feels like it's been too long. I mean, this has been like close to 5 minutes, right? Wait, did it just go from 90 to 86? Am I losing it? Like, what is happening? Holy crap. That has to be the longest load time I've seen where it wasn't like I was gonna get lever busted, where it wasn't a game glitch.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Trapped in someone else's.
Hey, what's up, Fane?
30 seconds until
How do you grade an essay out of 100 points? What would be the difference between a 93 and a 94? Well, you're supposed to grade it based on percentages like that, and I do that. I mean, the answer is a 94 is just a little bit better than a 93. I mean, when I'm grading, I usually think about, okay, this is, you know, like an A essay, or this is a B essay. And then I just ask myself, okay, is it a strong A essay or is it a strong B essay? Like, where does it fall in that spectrum? And then I kind of work my way from there. So I'm like, okay, it's not the strongest essay in the world, but they're meeting all the objectives. They're talking about audience. You know, they're citing some sources. They do have an argument. You know, they have all the components. They're trying to meet the objectives. It's okay. It's a little on the weak side, but they have some sources, stuff like that. It's probably a B. Clear they put some time into it, you know, for a freshman class. It's like, okay, it's probably a B, and then it's like, but, you know, their structure is pretty rough, like, where they're splitting up paragraphs, just doesn't make sense sometimes. You know, they're using really casual language like dude or bro or something in the essay. You know, maybe I go from like a B+, which would be like an 88, maybe I take it down to like an 85B or something like that. Each university has like their own sort of standards, but it's usually something around like 93 or 94 is an A, and then it's usually about every 10 points or so goes down to full letter grade. Pretty much like an average in a freshman level college class these days is probably like a B+. Depends on like if we're counting the people who get like an F that get a 0 that just never show up. I mean, obviously that's going to bring down the average a lot. If you're counting just people who show up and actually like complete the course, B+ or A-. You just can't really go much lower than that on average if you want to keep your job as an adjunct, because you know, the students will think it's really unfair because they're so used to getting much higher grades than that. For some reason, it's just like expected if they get like a C in chemistry or something. It's like, okay, well, it's just a hard class. But if it's like a C in English, it's like, okay, well, the teacher hates me. Like, that's the assumption. You know, part of whether or not you get to keep your job are your evaluations at the end of the semester, and one of the big part of the evaluations is, does the student think that their grade is fair? So, I try to include a lot of stuff that's like very easy to calculate and quantify in addition to essays. Like I do a lot of like daily writing assignments they turn in. Not a ton of homework, but there's some. It's just like little like completion grades they turn in, and if they don't do it, they get docked. You'd be surprised how many people just don't do like the in-class writing. Like something like I give them 10 minutes. Hey, write about this really broad topic we're gonna discuss here in a second. And then, you know, there'll always be like 3 or 4 people that just don't do it. It's like, well, at the end of the semester, they're like, why do I have a C? It's like, well, you did half of the daily writing. That's easy to quantify. You can't say I'm just screwing you over there. Like, you just didn't do it, you know? This feels like we're gonna die here. Don't drop any more gold coins, please. No troll.
I think I knew me once before.
Donate my ward medal.
An ally has been slain.
Too many voices, all chattering.
He's rank 6. Might go make a play on him though. Please dodge this hook. like the easiest hook in the. It was just in a straight line. Oh well, at least we got Lysandra going. That's what really matters, I guess. Just another feeding ADC. Nothing to see here. Yeah, it's always fun, Nate. Got the whole gang coming down feeding. I really, like, it's so crazy, because, I don't know, man. It just seems like their ADC is always fed and mine never is. I mean, like, the only answer is I gotta be failing somehow. I don't know. Maybe I gotta hack his computer and flash for him. I'm not really sure. Or just screw the ADC and just play around mid. That's what I've been doing lately. I really don't know how it's possible, but we've been winning regardless. Okay, there we go. We got something. Oof, I really wish I hit that. I'm so low. I don't think we want this. Alright, well, they done goofed. Now I'm ultra rich.
Had to take their parts. My brain.
Jin, please, tell me you're not gonna get soloed by this support. Okay.
Memory corrupted.
It is balanced. I have to balance out all the goofballs on my team. That's the balance. Nah.
No one gets out.
I mean, it wasn't flame. It was honest. Honest to God, I thought Thresh was pretty close to killing him. He had to burn his heal. I know they see it. What? How did he heal? I don't know how. I guess Raj just like, oh, corrupting potion healed him up. Is that what it was? Hey, what's up, Danger?
No one forgets.
game's so hard, man. Yeah. I mean, the 7-1 sounds good until you look up at the scoreboard and it's 19-3 and we don't have any towers. ADC's down 50 CS and is 1-5. Oh my god, the red buff burn.
Enemy double kill.
It's so sad, man. It's got... I don't want to be too negative.
Brain function restored.
Your turret has been destroyed.
What? Does that stop my ult? Or did I just miss? Does this thing stop my ult or did I just miss? We might still be able to get back in this. It's just getting tough out there.
Shut down. Enemy double kill. Triple kill.
Yeah. Control word C when you're invested. It counts as camouflage, I guess, because it can last like 5 seconds or so. Kind of like a... I think invisibility is typically for stuff that's less than 5 seconds.
Has destroyed a turret.
What? God, this is twice now. He's just healed, like, right when I was about to kill him. Corrupting Potion OP.
has destroyed a turret.
I mean, I'll have to see what his what the changes are on the PvE with Pyke. God, dude, this is like such a
Your
meme.
turret has been destroyed.
No one forgets.
Holy shit, they do damage! I just whooped their squishy ass champ.
Quadra kill.
Just anything. Just like auto attack grenade and she was dead. I was gonna execute. Holy shit, I got kited. Yeah, that's rough. Jinx had 0 lifesteal, in fact.
Your turret has been
Unless she's got it off of the rune, but she has no lifesteal items. It's just literally, I think Jen just panicked. Like, I think he's really high or something. I don't know. I mean, I've missed some ults too. Like, I haven't played a perfect game, but... My god.
slain.
I don't even know what to get. There's so much gold right now. GA, I guess. Once I get enough. They're gonna get Infernal, but we can't really contest it right now, I don't think. Make sure they don't get Baron. Why are you picking me, bro? Yeah, I'm the guy that's actually keeping us halfway in this game.
Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain.
Yeah, basically was an ADC for like those are the best DPS items you can get for Pyke. I don't even think it reads that bad, Season 10. I mean, the Dragon thing, they're doubling down on adding more RNG into the game. Elise does have 14 deaths. I have 2,000 more gold than anyone on my team, and I wasn't even farming. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, it was just one of those games where literally every single person was just having a terrible game on my team. Like, there was not a single person who was doing all right. I guess the Lissandra was doing okay, but she's just not a hard enough carry champ most of the time. I did not see that yet. Line of duty right now. I'll have to check that out. I don't know how I can get better than that. Well, I mean, I did miss a few ults. Is this the same dude? Yeah. I mean, maybe it was just a bad game. I don't know. He was like 0-7 out of the laning phase. He wins something, right? I mean, he's 50%, so he's due to win this one. So that was so bad. Maybe Pantheon's a really terrible matchup. I don't know. I didn't hover Pyke, and this dude bans Pyke. It's unfortunate. I can't really say anything though, because I didn't hover it. Guys, I can't take individual champion requests. I do have a donation feature for people who want to donate for me to play specific champs. I just have to play whatever I think is going to give me the best chance to win. Like, everybody has their favorite champ. I know people want to see me play it, whatever their favorite champ is, but I just can't honor all those requests. People tell me like 10 different champions every queue. Probably not playing Nautilus and Desira. Hey, what's up, Daniel? I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything. That's just how it is. We're all AD. I need hard CC versus that Yi. Fiddle.
Your bidding, master.
Karma's so bad right now, though. She's been nerfed so hard. Historically, yeah, that's a pretty good matchup, but I maybe should have dodged those. It's gonna be awkward.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
The end is near.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
What's up, OG2s?
Minions have spawned.
One-way ticket to the pearly gates. Make your moves. On angel's wings and the fire of industry, I will cast you down.
Are you
I'm a one-way ticket to the pearly gates. Make your moves.
indeed?
I maybe should have taken coin. It's like, I don't know. You need the damage, but like with spell thieves, you're accidentally gonna take some CS every now and then. You gotta be a little careful. Like that. Come on, guys. Ow. Dude, is this real life? Master Yi double kill pre 3 minutes? What? No, it's not.
The end is near.
She actually threw it across the whole jungle. Wow, that's a smart Ashe player. Pyke's banned. We needed AP threat, and I wanted something that could outrange and outpoke the Zyra early. Pretty good complement with Ashe too. You have the chain CC. You have really good poke overall in lane. I might have killed her. How are we behind in CS? Well, I guess I've got 5 CS. Zyra has 2 though.
An ally has been slain.
Whoa, the Kale started Cole? What disrespect, man.
The end is
No, it wasn't accidental. I was trying to poke the ADC by hitting the wave, but yeah, it was pretty close, but it just didn't happen.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today
Whoa, shit. I didn't even see her sneak into that bush. Oh my god. Oh, there's Yi. Here we go. I was wondering what the hell was taking him so long. I was like, dude, you're not even here by 5 minutes? Camping us yet? Where are you? There he is. I was getting a little worried. I was like, am I still playing League of Legends? What the hell's going on here? Why has the jungler not been down here? He was only down once to try to gank me at 5 minutes. That's insane. I don't think we can really call Fortnite a fad anymore. I mean, sorta, but it's been around for a couple years now. Ramus, you wanna... No, he doesn't. He doesn't wanna. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but clearly there are a lot of people that play it, so... Watch out, Yi's gonna be down here. guess at least we got that ult. And maybe it'll fall off. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it will at some point, probably. But... oh my god, are you kidding me, Fear? What? I fear him, and he literally runs the opposite direction to cut me off.
Enemy killing spree.
Alright, well, this one's done.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Maybe I just ban Yi again. Every game. I don't know. I mean, Morg is annoying to deal with, but you can win around Morg. But some of these hyper carries like Yi and Garen now are... in game, no, Yi does not beat Rammus does not beat Yi. Yi just gets a piece of lifesteal and Rammus dies. Because Yi's got like 1 billion true damage. I mean, we're not even getting to end game. I'll tell you that. This game's probably over at 15. So Zyra's just hanging out in this bush instead of backing in this bush. I feel like we had to try. I mean, I knew there's a possibility she could be there, but it's so unfortunate that she's not backing with the 80 carry. There's no way they were baiting that on purpose. Favorite support? Probably Rakan. Current rank's P3. Might be P4 after tonight again, we'll see. Well, right now I'm playing Pyke a lot. I switch what I play a lot of the times. And Zyra can kill me out of that bush. Lowey's losing again, 1v1. I mean, I can fear him, but he's probably going to get a quick silver side. And as we saw, maybe the fear doesn't even matter. Maybe it just runs him further into our team. Yeah, I mean, yeah, its goal was to keep you close to a 50-50 win rate. That means that it has fairly matched games statistically. I mean, these people are close to 50%, you know? Mobies. Everyone always said I should get a duo. I lose with duos a lot. Like, my duo win percentage is about the same or worse than my solo queue normal win percentage. Like, it's not really like that worth, you know, the reason a duo is just because you have fun with the person. But it's not really worth it unless you're duoing with somebody that is significantly higher elo than you are. Unless you're smurfing.
Will soon fall.
So like if I duo with someone that's diamond or something right now, or that at least has been diamond in the recent past, then yeah, I might do that, and I do that sometimes. But just dueling with like another platinum person doesn't really make a lot of sense most of the time if you're actually trying to like get the highest win rate that you can. I mean, I've duoed with probably like at least 10 different people over the last few years consistently.
I feel your fear.
I mean, yeah, like if I had like double lift or something as a duo, but what happened with Nautilus? I just haven't played tonight, man. I played 2 games. It just wasn't a game. It looked like it was going to be good for Nautilus. Like, we need magic damage. Well, we just needed AP, guys. I probably should have just dodged this game, but we have no AP outside of Rammus. And Zyra is really good against those hard engaged type of champs like Nautilus. And, like, Nautilus is just going to get torn up by, like, Yi and some of these other champs. I mean, like, the duo is for fun. It's because you just want to play with the person, just mix it up a little bit, but historically, I just don't win more with duos. Now, I think my win rate with Honorable Riven is probably about 50-50. I think overall we're somewhere close to 50-50. I'm actually 25% win rate with him in my last 10 games. So I don't know beyond that, but yeah, it's... A silver. No one in here silver. Nah, I've actually, someone donated to have me support Yi like 2 or 3 years ago. It's not good as support. I mean, I like playing with people, it's fun. I just think that, you know, duoing really is not going to give you a major statistical advantage unless you are the person, like, one of you is smurfing, pretty much. Or it's someone from a significantly higher elo. Like, if you, but then the problem is, can you compete at that higher elo? If you've been there before, maybe. You know, if you've been, like, Diamond before and you're, like, Gold 4 and you want to duo with your Platinum 1 buddy, then yeah, that can make sense. You'll probably get some more wins in sort of extreme cases like that. But if you're within a couple of elo brackets of somebody, you know, it's not really going to help that much. You know, if you're like Platinum 4 dueling with another Platinum 4, another Platinum 3, and the highest they've ever been is Platinum, then it's not really going to like do that much of a difference. You do get some better communication, but honestly, I think in solo queue, I mean, communication is good and everything, but it's just not going to matter that much. You can communicate most of what you need to communicate with pings. If he's not going Garen, okay, Garen's banned. I guess I'll just ban Yi.
Doubt
I don't want to deal with
is
that
the
again.
greatest enemy.
I mean, they can, but just, like, Statistically, I mean, even if you just think about it logically, like, Riot would not allow duos the way that they allow them if they gave people a major statistical edge, like normal people that aren't smurfing and all that kind of stuff. I've thought about Malphite support, but I'm not really that sure about it, honestly. It does feel like teammates are worse when you duo, but once again, you know, a lot of this stuff is just kind of memory based. Like, it always feels like my AD carries are worse. It feels like when I duo, my teammates are worse. But I don't know if that's statistically true or not. What are some of these nerfs? Let me look at Surrender at 20. What is Guardian? Oh, TFT. This would be a decent Rakan game. We have so much scaling though. Now I'm down to Pyke Lover instead of Great on Pyke. Yeah, dude he's barely ever played Rise. The other guys I love is an ADC main. The Kale does play Kale, but doesn't have a high percentage. That guy's really good on Kaisa, though. I guess we'll play it. I wouldn't go tank Pyke now. Lethality's just too good on him. I mean, maybe. If Zed gets really fed, maybe I can get one tank item, but... Guys, I don't need commentary on what I should play or what would be good. I mean, not to be rude or not, but... I mean, Pyke's fine here. That's the nerf to Pyke. That's it. Everyone was telling me like there's just no one's gonna play Pyke anymore, and that's what the nerf is. It's gotta be more than that, right? There's a lot more sort of released today.
You all left me to die in 100 different ways. In 1,000 different.
You know, I appreciate people trying to chip in. There's been a lot of just like play this, play this, play that, play that. It kind of gets sort of backseaty, you know what I'm saying?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Like, I'm gonna play whatever, you know, I think's gonna give me a chance to win. Now, if you have like a question or something like that, like why did you pick such and such, or why did, you know, why would such and such, you know, do you think such and such would be a good pick here? Like, that might be a different kind of question.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. Well, I didn't see those nerfs. Let me see. From 30% to 81%. That's, I mean, that's probably a good way to nerf him, honestly, with the gray skin. It's still going to be pretty strong. Yeah, it's next week. It's every other week. So if there wasn't a patch during the current week, then there's a patch the next week, like 99% of the time. Oh, he missed?
Trapped in sawdust.
Gale's A-okay. Please just don't connect. You already know she's coming back in at like 250. Just play Annie, get free wins. Alright, LS.
I'm just a projection. Projection.
I wanted something like Annie for free wins. I'd probably play Malphite. At least Malphite's kind of tankier and has a shield that can maybe get him through the landing phase, and it's the same thing. You press R, you hit them, they're dead.
Can't delete me now. Deep in the network.
I could have flashed hooked it, but... Alright, remake? Yes. Thank you. Alright, well, we got a stroke of luck here.
An ally has been slain. A summoner
I wonder why it's not on here. Oh, that's not the total. Did I click maybe this one? Yeah, it's still not telling me the total. No, damn it. It's annoying to pull that back up. I don't see it here either. Okay, so lower box duration, that's probably fair. More Q damage. More attack speed. It's pretty decent. Just waiting a second so we don't get the same lobby. Okay, that's a bigger shield. I mean, 40 shield is significant. I'm not sure if that's going to completely fix her or not. I'm not sure if knocking off 4 damage off the base on spin is going to be enough for Garen, unless there's other stuff too. Where's the Pyke chain? I don't see Pyke. Where y'all seeing this information? Because I don't see it anywhere on here. Is it over here?
is the greatest enemy.
Bunch of TFT changes. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I know the spins are multi-hit, but it just, I don't know. I think Pyke's honestly probably pretty fine as a pick. I mean, overall he's got a 50% win rate. He's just annoying to play against. I see it, man. There's a 30-second delay between when you hear my reaction. Oh, it's there? Which box of text? Pyke nerf. Where? Oh, context? I don't know what I missed. Up top? Oh, right here. This is not on the PBE though. This is a tweet. I guess it could work. It's Karma. That's really annoying because now I have to take a magic resist rune. So that's fine. Please tell me, like, at least just 2 people on the team know what they're doing. I just need 2. I think Pyke's mostly fine for solo queue. I don't know. If they wanted to nerf him, the Grayskin's probably a good way to do it. Okay. There's Teemo middle. I mean, it's hard to like. It's hard to want to nerf him. He's just one of those like champions that people just think just like it feels bad for a lot of people. He's not, like Yasuo, like he's not really that OP. He just has mechanics that like make people feel bad, but he has almost no pro presence. And his solo queue win rate's like 50%, so not right now. Doing stuff.
You all left me to die in 100 different ways. Faces.
Hey, what's up, Armando?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I mean, the healing would nerf his solo lane, make him more vulnerable to poke. I think, you know, what they're proposing there is probably fine. Just make him a little squishier, a little more
30
susceptible to
seconds until
poke.
minions spawn.
Can't delete me now. Too deep in the network.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in pro, he's never played. Oh, you mean the solo Pyke? In pro, he's never played, and in solo queue, he's got a 50% win rate, so... I'm probably gonna shave here soon. I've got to go in and talk with my director about something. I don't know. He sent me some kind of ominous email. It's like, dude, if you're gonna send somebody an ominous email, you got to tell them like what's up with it. I think. I don't know. He's like, hey, can you come in Monday morning? I want to, you know, clarify something about your teaching portfolio, or clarify a few things. It's like, dude, what do you? Just tell me. Like, you gotta be cryptic. Like, hey, I just had a few questions about this idea that you proposed, or, you know, this other thing. That makes it sound like it's gonna be, like, really bad, but I don't know how it could be. I know, but it doesn't look like as professional as I'd like it to look if I'm gonna be meeting with some of the brass. Because I don't know this guy either, so that's the thing. This one in particular, I have like 20 different bosses. This is one of them that I don't really know. I've never met him.
Everyone was there.
First blood.
Took W because I thought he was gonna hit me with his third hit. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's warded. I don't know. 10 base health per level, I don't think is going to be that huge of a deal. He starts with 600.
An enemy has been slain.
Try to get that coin.
An ally has been slain.
Made us perfect, violent.
I'm not gonna play Kale. Slightly faster. Just back, man. Kale's not really viable as a support. I mean, it was questionable before, but it's definitely out of the question now.
Maybe this is real. No, don't trust it.
Very heavily reliant on items and levels, and you just don't want to run something to support. It's going to be like that. What's up, Slybell? Yes, because Shaco support is actually way more viable than Kale. Shaco support actually has the highest win rate right now, and is getting nerfed next patch. Maybe I could have shivved the Karma and ulted. I don't know.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Memory corrupted.
You need to come back with like a Bloodthirster and another BF.
All screaming. Ghost in the dark. I'm not the only monster project left behind.
Hey, what's up, Lucas? God, he missed it. I'm aware of that, Marvin. There was not a playmaking opportunity because Teemo was top. So there was no play to make middle, and our jungler was bottom, so that's why I ran bottom.
Turret plating will fall soon. Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, you need to check the lanes first before roaming.
I'm always
mean, obviously you can't, like, you can't gank a lane that's not there. I don't think chat is dead. We've got, like, I don't know, 15 comments per minute out of 80 people being here. I wouldn't call that dead. Draven. Ashe is getting soloed by the Karma bot lane. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying is right. Like, yeah, you should be looking like to other lanes to try to make plays, but you know, if they're not in the lane, you really want to try to play around where your jungler is a lot of the time, so you have a numbers advantage. So if your jungler, you know, like right there, if your jungler is trying to make a play bottom, you should probably try to go bottom and make a play too. But, you know, everything's contextual. I've got to hold this because no one's going top. Now Draven's gonna get top.
Not where I am anymore.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, there you go, dedicated. What are we doing? Where's Ashe? Oh, Ashe is going top. I mean, people on our team do have some kills. Diana's got some kills. I mean, maybe we can still win. So we've got like 3 people randomly running top to leave mid exposed. They just kind of always got us covered. Ashe is total dead weight.
I'm not the only monster project left behind.
I think we can still maybe win though. Maybe Diana. Maybe we can play around Diana.
Your team has destroyed.
Everybody's up here. They're probably gonna use it top, I would guess. See if he tries to use it right here. Nobody's here. Ashe got run out immediately.
An enemy has been slain.
Who is? Oh, Fiora has it. Okay. I thought Kha'Zix would have it. So I might, guys, he's gonna take this tower. Like, quit fighting over farm middle.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Why are people I'm trying not to tilt, man. It's just, it's so hard. Why are people so dumb? Like, she's fighting with the jungler for CS middle. Instead of, just come up here and clear this. You don't even have to fight him. Just clear it. We had 3 people chasing him earlier. Now we can't get one person to come up here and just match him to clear. I honestly think just everybody just doesn't even think when they play solo queue. They just zone out. Rock out to their Justin Bieber. I don't even know. People that listen to Justin Bieber are probably like 30 now. I don't even know what kids listen to these days. Team was not fighting. The Ashe was 100% farming with a Mumu at the tier 2 when I requested her to come top. I mean, I can go back and look at the replay, man, but like 100% that was what was happening because I looked at the replay. Or I looked at the mini-map there.
Man from machine. Machine into God.
And an app called TikTok. Listen to a spoon being clicked. Oh, being licked. I kind of like some of the lo-fi stuff. Vapeware. Maybe they try to throw it Baron. I hope so. It's just, we don't really have a lot of comeback. Like, this Ashe is DOA. Maybe the Diana. The Diana is kind of fed. Like, she's really our only hope. That's all we're gonna get. He's got Baron, dude. We can't race him.
Your turret has been destroyed.
That was unfortunate. I was hoping I was going to get a reset on the Karma. I think I've got to go for it. God, he's so fast.
Shut down.
How is he outrunning me when I've got Moby boots and like my W and everything? I mean, I know he's got his little move quick, but is it that quick? I guess I don't have Ghostblade yet.
Not the only one.
I mean, what am I gotta figure out what I don't know what's going on. There has to be some reason that my ADC just, like, constantly feeds and loses. Like, the ADC difference has just been so, like, extreme every game tonight. I mean, I guess it's just a 3-game sample size, so I guess it could just be unlucky, but feels like that happens way more than it should. And maybe I'm just not putting up enough lane pressure or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying. Like, if I play Zyra, I can probably 1v2 the lane, but then we're gonna get camped. It's just like there's not really a good, like, solution to a lot of this stuff. Does he have Mikhail's? How did he? Oh, he has QSS. I'm gonna take this so quickly. Hello? Are we're really clearing middle? That's what we're doing? Instead of protecting the inhibitor? It's just like unbelievable. Man, I'm trying to be positive, man. It's just these games are tough. And not in a good way. Not like, oh man, we got really, like, outplayed, but it was a good effort on both parts, you know? One of those in, like, the oh man, what the hell is this kind of way. Can anybody, like, just do anything? Like, I just hooked the Kazakhs. I mean, I guess we got Dravens, that's good.
Enemy killing spree.
Finally did get the tier 2 top also. Can't even kill supers.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
8 minutes into the game, we can't even kill supers with our ADC. Gonna get all of our stuff.
Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Why is there a random Teemo shroom there? What? It's like the most random place on the map for a Teemo Shroom. There's not even any objectives. Like, there wasn't even a dragon. I mean, I guess, yeah, we gotta try it.
Shut down.
You know damn well that Ashe is gonna get soloed.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I know it's vision, but it's like, why is it not in the bush? Like, why is it just randomly right there? Random stuff works. Trust me. Some people win the lottery sometimes. I mean, like... Two and 4. 6 and 9. Whatever that guy just was. 1 and 6. It's 9 and 10. I don't know, man. These games just feel like they're impossible. It just sucks because we had some pretty good momentum going on there for a little while. I mean, I don't know how games, like, it just feels so different day to day. Like, I really wasn't playing that much better 3 days ago. It's basically the same. I mean, I was like 6-0 or something. I don't remember. I guess it was this game. I don't know. Just queue up and keep going. I don't need a duo, guys. What's up, Daddy Phil? I know, Jamal, man. Dude, I don't understand. I feel like I'm playing basically the same as I was when I was Diamond 4 most of the time. I mean, I don't know. I think that honestly, now, I know it's like a catch-22 because their AD carry, like, seems like they're doing really well, so I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I've tried so many different things. I've tried playing lane dominant stuff where I just, like, make sure 100% I'm going to crush the lane. I've tried scaling stuff where it's like, okay, if we just go even, I can outscale them with, like, Janna or Soraka. The lane dominant stuff's like Nami and Zyra. And I've been trying like the hard roaming stuff, Rakan for a little bit. Got me up to Plat 2 or Plat 1. Then Pyke. I had been winning a lot with Pyke. With kind of like just the straight up abandon the AD carry most of the time and try to win around mid lane. Are people tryharding? That Ash literally said, I don't give a beep. Went 0-6 and literally said she didn't care. I think that bot lane is in the worst place that it's been like all season. I mean, like, there are more viable champions, but you're such a freaking bullseye. I don't know about Sona being that strong right now, man. Honestly, like, there's so many assassins. I mean, if you have a team fight comp, I think she can be good. I mean, the most recent stuff I've been like having the most luck with is just like hard roam middle. It's like Pyke and like Nautilus. Just like across the board, just in general, supports are just way lower win rate than they are in general. It's either Xerath or support Shaco. They don't have a traditional ADC. It's gonna be something magical, I think. I don't know. What is Keck W about Diamond 4? Highest rank was Diamond 4. We were Diamond 4 in like May and June, and then we just haven't been back there since. Yeah, basically, I mean, everybody sits bot lane, so it's like, what are you going to do about that? I feel like early on in the season, we might have touched it. We were up at like Platinum 1, Platinum 2, but then it's just like, I don't know, around June. I'd have to go back and see the exact... I don't remember anything that's just like where I was thinking, wow, that's an extreme nerf to supports, but I know the win rate overall on supports is like pretty abysmal compared to what it's been earlier on in the season. Like, there used to be several supports that were like 52, 53, 54%, and now it's like very few. You've got Shaco with under 2% played, and then it starts at 52 after that, you know, and really quickly gets down to like 50%. So it just feels like there aren't, and like the vast majority of supports are under 50. You know, like 75% of supports are under 50%. And it's just like across the board, a lot of stuff is just down like 2-3%. And I don't know, like, I don't know precisely what's up with that. 80 carries is the same drill. I mean, it's basically just Ashe, Jinx, Misfortune, Jhin, and like Twitch. And then everything else is like 50% or lower. So it's just like, as a role, it's just in the gutter right now. So that's why I'm trying to roam and just play around mid. Whereas when you look at mid, there's all kinds of crap. Like, you can scroll down like 2 pages before you even get to 50%. Like, there's so many different weird things you can play in the mid lane and get a high percentage. I think there's just so much damage in the game right now, and it's just so snowbally, and you have to come online so quickly to be relevant. This is going to be an annoying lane. That can be true, Dylan, but yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to roam, just give myself as many options as possible to play around whoever's snowballing. That is definitely one thing that I've noticed. There are so many games where if you sit there and look, there's going to be like one person that's like 15-3, and then everyone else on the enemy team, or your team for that matter, is gonna like not really matter. Like, so many of the games come down to one person just snowballing out of control, and then everyone else just doesn't really matter.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way, Patrick, dude. It's hard, man. I mean, people get better every season, but I feel like, I don't know if you play support or not. Hey, thanks, Mitch. I try. I mean, I just show up. You know, we try to have a good time. I try not to be negative. The last few games have been a little frustrating, obviously, but
Minions have spawned.
I don't know, Tiaskit. That's what I'm saying is I don't remember a specific catalyst where like, oh my god. You know, I know I was playing Lux and Karma there when I got up to Diamond, and those were both pretty good in that meta. But I can't really remember what the meta was like there. There haven't been any like major like massive shifts that I can remember in like the overall meta. It's just been certain champions been getting nerfed up. I don't remember. I don't think ADCs really got nerfed. Maybe Kai'Sa was stronger back then. Sivir was very strong in that meta. Maybe that was part of it. Oh my god. Nice. That was a fantastic game. I'm not really sure, so I'd have to go back and think about it, but I can't remember anything. I mean, maybe I'm just playing worse. I don't know. Like, I don't want to come up with a bunch of excuses. It's just like, it feels like it's not just me, though. Like, statistically, like I said, it's just, like, a lot harder right now on supports, it feels like. I feel like jungle and mid are just very strong right now. But that, I mean, that's kind of always the case, though, too, so... I don't know. I mean, I just gotta try to play better. It's important to think about that stuff, though, just so that you can maybe come up with a solution. I think I really have just been, like, the last couple of games just sort of unlucky with the team. I was doing pretty well the first game. But I think the whole just try to roam mid as hard as you can in a lot of games.
Take their parts. Rebuild my brain.
Yeah, Nunu got it figured out. Camp bottom, start level 1. I mean, basically, it feels like it's that easy in solo queue. Hey, what's up, Mason? Just whoever camps mid or bottom the most wins. This bottom's just so defenseless. I mean, one thing is like the meta of 80 carries. So that's one thing that's definitely changed. Is the meta of 80 carries right now is tier Kai'Sa, tier Ezreal. Vayne has kind of fallen off, but she was popular there for a little bit. And I think in the mid-season it was Sivir, Jinx. I think Jhin might have been a little better, maybe. I can't remember, but I feel like it was like 80 carries were stronger. Although, like I said, ironically, you know, tonight the enemy 80 carries have been very relevant. At least in a couple of those games. The Draven game, the Draven was definitely very relevant. Draven's under 50% right now, which is insane. Because usually he's only played by one tricks, and I still think he's one of the best, like, ADCs out there. That stun is obnoxious. I mean, here's the thing to think about, too, if you look at Worlds. Bot lane is so bad right now, in general. Most ADCs are so bad that a lot of teams just aren't even running ADC's bot. They're just running all kinds of other weird crap in the bot lane instead of ADCs. Seeing like Cassiopeia bot, Garen bot, Sona bot. I mean, I could just be playing like Pyke better too. Like I could just hit more hooks, hit more ults, all that kind of stuff too. So there's always that. I don't really know where Rek'Sai is. I like the change. I think change keeps the game fresh. A lot of people complain this season didn't really change that much. I mean, you're just never going to be able to please everybody. Some people want more change, some people want less. I think this season there really wasn't that much change. Rubbing Pyke's head. I think a huge thing is people keep going tier. Like, I really think that tier Kaisa is a plague on bottom lane. Like, it's so bad. It's like Ezreal 2.0. I think that's a huge part of it. Oh my god. No, don't turn around. Why would you turn around?
I'll save you, Willem.
You have a 0% chance of killing him.
Arrows. Down.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
It's not good. You can't explain it to me because I've thought about it. I've actually explained it probably like 50 different times on the stream for like 30 minutes. It is a bad build for solo queue. B-A-D. Bad. Because you're not relevant for 20 minutes. You're going to get camped. 4-man bot. I understand why people think it's good. Because it allows you to evolve your queue faster. On paper, it sounds perfect. But people in Platinum don't have the wave management skills to make it work. You have to have very specific back timings. Usually you have to take teleport to make it work correctly. You have to have cooperation from your jungler to help you out so you don't get camped. Like, it's bad. In the early game, if you get carried for the first 20 minutes, yeah, it looks good. It is a dead item. You do not need the mana. It's strictly to evolve your Q maybe 2 minutes faster. Why would I, like, I don't play ADC. What would that prove? I have proved it. Like, in my last ADC video, I talk about almost every ADC video. It doesn't even have, like, a higher win rate than the Stormrazor version. You need to be online early and like doing stuff. Like you have one item in solo queue as bot lane right now, unless you intend on getting carried. Yeah, I mean it's basically like Kevin said, it's terrible. Like it's probably maybe better on 2. It's better on 3 items. Like Man Immune, once you get it fully evolved with Gensus and throw your Nashers on there, yeah, it's gonna be better in Stormrazor. But the thing is, like, most games are over by 1 item. Please, Kaisa.
I won't.
Okay, we got him anyways. Look, I get it. I know it's fun. I know tier feels good. Like, infinite mana feels great. But the issue is you just don't have the stats early to keep up. I mean, maybe in a different kind of meta, if we go back to, like, a lot of tanks or something. There's some tanks, but not a ton right now. And the game's a bit slower, but right now it's still in solo queue heavily dominated by single item power spike champs. I mean, some games go, like, till longer, and there are still some comebacks and things like that, but... But yeah, I mean, so many games, like I said, they're so snowball-y. It's like, you almost always see one person who has, like, you know, 15 kills or something. I don't think Kalista's great in this meta. She's too slow, man. She takes a while to stack up her items. I mean, maybe she can be okay, but, like, it's really hard to say something's great when it has, like, 0 pro presence and it's floating at, like, 43%. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of champions this season that are good in pro that just are not that great in solo queue. I mean, obviously, it doesn't have, like, a 0% win rate, so it's not like it's impossible. But just, like, anecdotally, that's just what I see. That's what it seems like in my games. Maybe I'm just not playing around the tier enough. I mean... But Stormrazor just seems like it's just anything with a BF sword. It seems like it's way more relevant. Taking that from Nunu, man. But it is, like, objectively bad, though. Like, she's below 50% win rate. I don't know what her win rate is right now, but she's one of the lowest win rate ADCs, and that's the most popular build on her. Shit, did I miss? No, the clone. Oh my god. That was rough.
Brain function restored.
Yeah. I mean, it's very different. I mean, and it's not just with League. This is a lot of stuff. I mean, I compare it to basketball a lot. But I actually just randomly got recommended a YouTube video earlier about Tim Tebow. And I was like, I haven't heard of that guy in a long time. What happened to him? Because I was like in college when he was murdering everybody in the SEC. And I was like, what happened to him? And then it was kind of breaking down and explaining why, like, his style of play just wasn't good in pro. And so, you know, that's just one example of how something that's, like, really good in, like, lower brackets isn't necessarily going to be as strong in higher brackets. Damn it, I could have maybe had him. And then that can work the other way, too. If you look at someone like Tom Brady, you know, who was not really that great in college. He was a backup quarterback for a long time, and now he's the, you know, the best quarterback of all time. So there's just different types of things that are better at different skill brackets. Like, there are some commonalities, for sure. There's going to be some stuff that's similar that are like qualities that are good in both brackets, but there are going to be some things that are a bit different, too. So it's not just like a league-only kind of thing. Tim Tebow's even, like, you know, in better physical shape. Like, Tom Brady's not really that great physically. Even in his prime, he was never, like, as far as, like, NFL players go, he's in way better shape than I'll ever be. But Manamune, I'm like 99% sure that Manamune does physical damage.
Had to take their parts.
No, like, look, I understand the whole reason why Manamune is picked. It's this simple: you get your Q evolve faster. Like, that's the theory behind it, because Manamune costs 2,400 gold. Versus Stormrazor's, I believe, 3,100. And so, in theory, if you complete it on time, and you're not, like, assuming that you're going to have even farm in lane, they're not going to abuse you because you have tier, all of this stuff. Oh my lord, I think they got him anyways, though, right? Oh my god, for real? But in actual practice, that's not really what happens. Because you're going to get locked out of CS, you're going to get abused. And so it's not really going to be that much faster. So that's the whole thing. And then whenever you get your on-hit triggers off of Gensu's, then it can double proc the awe or whatever. It can double proc the thing. Passive on it. What? Will it not disable traps anymore? It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be to get your Q evolve faster. Like, that's supposed to be the big thing with get some kind of magic resist. No, it does not. Death bullets. It does not apply to each rocket. They changed that like 2 years ago. Trust me, guys. I've researched this. You don't rush the AP build. You get Manamune and then Gensu's. And then eventually Nashor's. You can get Nashor's with the Stormrazor build too. Like, it's cheap because you get your first Q evolve, but you're giving up, like, the laning phase to do that. That's the thing. It's like, it can work if you get out of lane. I'm not saying there's no situations where it can't work. I'm just saying that, like, it's really bad for the early game, and I think that most of solo queue, at least at Platinum and lower, is highly defined by early game. I mean, the meta is actually quite diverse right now. It's just bot lane's kind of rough in a lot of circumstances, and a lot of it's because of, I think, because of tier Kai'Sa. People still play Ezreal for some reason. I mean, yeah, she still does a lot with Q, for sure. It just doesn't, it's not as insane as what you're describing. They nerfed that a while ago. But yeah, it used to do that. You're not wrong, you're just a little late for that observation.
I think I knew me once before. Somewhere.
It also used to apply solo healing off of all of the Qs. That was when it did the same thing with Manamune, but that's when she first came out and you could rush Death's Dance and like heal up half your health bar by queuing a wave. Dude, the late game Shaco is actually pretty obnoxious. We'll support Shaco. Kai'Sa, what? She just missed like 3 autos. She was literally just running beside him. Was she feared? I'm gonna need some kind of magic resist here. Maybe I do go for something like Maw. I mean, Season 9's annoying, but I get annoyed at all seasons at some point. I mean, this has been, like, you know, when I was Diamond earlier, I usually don't reach Diamond. If I do get it, it's at the very end of a season or during a preseason or something. So it's like, it's not like I can't win this season, it's just kind of inconsistent. What the... Okay. Well, I guess she faked out my ult. I should have looked first. I mean, I didn't need to ult that, but, like, money's good. The thing is, every time you ult, like, you're giving your team double kill value. Oh, maybe? No, that's bad. Okay, Nunu's pushing middle. I was too aggressive. I don't know how I didn't see the Darius. I just saw the other two. Maybe it wasn't warded and then they warded it after I already went in. Thanks, Aaron. Have a good one. Hey, thanks everybody for coming out too, man. Around midnight, that's when we hit our stride. I don't know what's up with that, but we get like 100 extra viewers around midnight. It's solid. I know, Patrick. That's my thing. I mean, I feel like that's true. Like, it's just games are decided very early, so that's why I'm trying to play stuff like Pyke a little bit more. I kind of misworded here. I need to be warding for Baron. I'll go back and get some more wards. And like, you know, one of my whole theories is, you know, if they're gonna camp you the whole time, if you start camping middle, then they can't camp bottom as easily. They have to like try to follow you around and match you. So then you get to at least kind of dictate where the fights are happening and the pacing a little bit more if you roam. Kidding me right now? How'd they both do so much? Well, I guess Cho'Gath's gonna get bottom. Wow. Now they may not even be able to Baron. Okay, well, I guess I thought I was going to be able to grayskin that. Really gonna get away because I screwed up? No way, right? No, we got him. Can we do it? Yeah, I guess we don't have the waves or the timers. Okay, that was almost really bad. Yeah, it's that West Coast rush. Maybe, I mean, that's... Some European people might be getting up at like 6 in the morning and, you know, have it on in the background while they're getting ready for work or something too. Appreciate all my West Coasters, Europeans, and my East Coasters. Midnight's just kind of a magical time where it's like almost everybody could, in theory, be on. There might still be some East Coasters up, West Coasters getting into a good time, and then potential European viewers. What the hell was that? Oh, a tunnel. I didn't know what that was. No! Well, I got his ear, so I think we still win. I went a little hard on that, but It is after raid time, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting used to Pyke. I still have like less than 50 games on him this season. I'm doing alright, I think. I mean, not a lot of Europe's going to watch the streams in the morning, but there are some people. Like, I know that Sammy is from Saudi Arabia, and he, you know, will sometimes come on around, like, midnight or 1. But there are some Europeans will. I mean, obviously, like I said, it's not the craziest time for watching streams, but there's probably nothing else on. Hardly. I mean, that's part of it, too, is that a lot of, there aren't a ton of, like, these late-night streamers. There are some, but... The jungler was probably their weakest point. I'll give them that. From what I saw. He was making a lot of mistakes, but that's alright. The Kai'Sa did end up with a decent KDA. I mean, you know, the only logical explanation for all of that is I just have to have a bad memory or something. Like, I just have very selective memory about my 80 carries because it's the same 80 carries. You know, it just switches around to different teams. Let me grab a bar really quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, part of it also, why we're getting a lot more people, I believe, is that people like Pyke and Nautilus. I think Rakan's fun, too, but I was playing Rakan a lot for, like, 2 or 3 months there. Okay, give me a second here. Yeah, same here. I live in Tennessee. 6 a.m. in France. Yeah, I think, I don't know the exact time zones in Europe, but I think Western Europe is typically about 6 hours ahead of my time zone. Oh, Bahamas, cool. Yeah, I can do a video about preseason. I mean, yeah, like, the time zones just are vertical, so... It's probably some place like Brazil or something probably has East Coast time zone, too. I think. I don't know the exact geography, but yeah, I mean, it just goes straight down the map. Alright, my geography's a little bit off. Maybe, does it bend? It looks like it's bending. I don't know what this color coding is. No, maybe Argentina, though. Or something like that, you know, just straight down. Central America. Does it curve like that? That's really weird. If that's what that color coding means, which I think it does. So that means that, like... Or maybe it's just wider than I'm thinking. Yeah, it's just based on these flat lines. Well, this looks like it's -4. And my time zone would be -5. I'm not really sure. These colors are, like, really confusing. Either way, I'm happy to have everybody out here. Always appreciate it. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. You're telling me the Earth is not flat? I've been lied to all these years? Damn it, bro. I should have hovered it. That's my fault.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
I know. I'm looking at the color legend. I was just like, why is it curving? But that makes perfect sense that it's actually a globe. Alright, what are we working with here? Oh, Draven. Okay. Higher than Jinx. We have members from all around the globe. That's pretty funny. I like the irony of that, Jason. Wait, this isn't my current team, right? Or is it? Oh no, they got Garen. Is it time? It's time. Let's do it. Now, I'm probably going to be making 60 IQ plays here, but we might get a stroke of genius. What do people get as a secondary? Probably just celerity, right? Let me see. Just Athene's redemption, most likely after that. Where? Okay, so we're against like Swain support. Bard isn't a real support. So I picked Bard. I've been curious about Bard because obviously if I'm trying to, you know, play the hard roam game, maybe Bard's alright. But we have an early game aggressive champ with Draven, so hopefully we can make some plays off of that. And then I can use my ult to counteract Karthus ults. If it's up. If I remember to do it fast enough. But yeah, I can ult myself or I can ult other people to save them from Karthus, potentially. So I've been wanting to try Bard out a little bit more. And that just seemed like an okay place to do it. Earth is flat. Hey man. I don't care if Jinx is packing or not, dude. If I was younger and not married, I'd holler at her. She might murder me in my sleep. She'd probably be pretty fun, though. If I could keep her from murdering me. Never really cared that much about the decolletage. I just wish Bard had like 25 more attack range or something.
Welcome Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Flat Earth people. Yeah, that only happened like once or twice, but yeah, that was pretty funny. That was like the first time we hit over 250 viewers. There were like 100 something flat earthers. Yeah, I'm just trying out Bard to roam, and it just seemed like it kind of made sense. We have another aggressive ADC. They don't have an assassin, and we might need some more sustained damage later. I mean, I could go something like a Nashor's. We'll see how it goes.
Minions have spawned.
Try to see if I can pin him against. I'm not sure which wall would be better. I think this wall is closer than this. I'm bad at geometry. Oh, you have longer than that. A Karthus ult's 3 seconds. A Bard ult to hit. If someone's really close to me, I think a Bard ult will hit in like half a second. So I probably have like 2.5 seconds. They could be coming down through here, though. I failed the flash. We got the kill, though. I didn't get the stun, but... It doesn't give you vision. I forgot it doesn't give you vision. It's kind of annoying. I need to go get those chimes here soon. We need to push first. Or did I just miss the bush with it? I'm not sure. Never mind. I'm coming now. I know there's one up near Tri, but... Can't get that one yet. I'm gonna have to get it on the way back. Real. Well, they're gonna kill them all, I think. Should have maybe just gone coin. I don't know. I like Spell Thieves a lot, but it's just like in this ELO, it just feels like coin is just so much more consistent. There might be a way you can go along that wall. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna use it right here, most likely. what? Yeah, I should have definitely gone coin. It's gonna just take me forever because they're playing so far back. I don't. If I walk in and get hit by a Swain E, then I'm probably dead. Not really sure. Can we get this? I'm gonna just get all these on the way back.
An ally has been slain.
God, I'm so far away from getting coin. I should have just gone coin. Just basically, you're in platinum and lower, just do coin every game on almost everybody. You just can't like count on 80 carries to put up enough pressure with you to be able to consistently hit stuff. Can we go? Ramus don't want to do it. Really wish Ramus would gank. How is he always low health? I don't know. We'll just wait on him. Hopefully he comes down here. She's out of mana too, which is nice. Can force them to fight around that pink ward probably.
Has been slain.
The heal's actually pretty big when you store it up like that.
Has been slain.
Really? We're not even gonna get one, oh, he was trying to get the angle. Oh, I'm nowhere even remotely close to getting these wards. Holy crap. What? How did he not kill the Ash?
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal. Oh my lord, really? I guess I should have come in from the angle with my magical journey from the side there. I thought I could just run at her and get her, but... Okay, she's not. That means, yeah, I was about to say, it probably means their jungler's close by. Jesus. Dude, I'm not gonna have wards till 30 minutes into this game. Never again, never spell thieves again. Unless it's like Sona or something where it's just like automatically trigger it.
An ally has been slain.
Because his auto attack range is just so short. I was trying to hit them both. I ended up hitting none of them. Is this the same Alawi? I've been seeing Alawis just get completely dumpstered all night, and I can't remember if it's the same dude or not. I'm not gonna quit, man. I think it'll probably be fine. I mean, if they're nerfing assassins, which it sounds like they're doing with lethality, then that's probably okay.
Enemy killing spree.
What the f— Okay, if Garen's not banned, I'm banning him every game. That's stupid. Swain support is troll. I mean, he's 1 in 3. Like, he's not doing that well. It's just everywhere else on the map's getting wrecked. Like, our mid lane and our top lane are just getting bulldozed. They're 3 and 9.
An ally has been slain.
mean, it's not the. I never said it was like the worst thing in the world. It's just
Your turret has
very
been
conditional. I tried it for a couple games. I mean, it's alright sometimes. It's just very volatile, you know? Yeah, that's a pretty big heal. With the Athene's proc. Yeah, we need to... Oh, I gotta get this stuff, though. Alright. I was trying to put it on that wall. Volatile? I mean that it's just really risky. Like, if you're ahead, it's okay, but if you're not ahead, it's not that great. I mean, you could say that of any champion, but he just requires a lot of items. And, like, his best items, you know, are things like Rod of the Ages, which takes a while to stack up. He just requires a lot of levels. And a lot of gold to function properly, I think. I just think that he doesn't have, like, his itemization is just not that great. His items are just too expensive. God, he almost killed me with just, like, an auto. Bot lane XP nerf. I mean, you have to think of everything in, like, in context. I don't know what else. Because, like I said, if they're nerfing assassins earlier, then I'm okay with, you know, being slightly behind. In general, no, I don't like that. But... because I think that top and mid are already really strong, but I don't know the other context of what all is going to be changed or nerfed. Like, they're changing the support items, for example, to where you don't have to pay to upgrade them. You know, that is, you know, thousands of gold, potentially. You basically get a free tier 3 gold item eventually. So you got to keep that in context, too. It's like, you're going to have a lot more money in your pocket, so you can get more items. So it's like, you know, would I trade being behind, like, one level for having... you know, over 1,000 extra gold and having assassins nerfed? Yeah, I probably would. So, you know, we'll just have to see what the final numbers are on all of these things. The way they phrased it as though they were nerfing assassins. So they said that lethality is going to be weaker at one item, basically. They said the stats are going to be worse, but they're adding an extra lethality item. So, you know, that makes it sound to me Like, it's going to be a lot better on one item.
Unstoppable.
So that makes it sound to me like it's going to be a lot worse on one item and then slightly better on two items. Or like, worse on one item, about the same on two, and then better on three. That's what it sounds like. Once again, I mean, it's very, very early, guys. You got to remember that. Like, we don't know the exact numbers on a lot of these things. But that's how they made it sound to me. Which I like that idea. I like probably 99% of what was on the that I saw on that list that they were like they're nerfing Aftershock. It's so hard to predict what the meta is going to be. That's why it's like so hard to comment on this stuff, because you know they're nerfing Aftershock, which means that tanks are going to be better. Tanks are better against assassins. Supports in general do better in tank metas because enchanters are so strong with tanks. So if tanks come back, that's going to help enchanters out a lot. Which also helps out AD carries out a lot, because then you're going to have more frontline, which is going to make bot lane stronger overall, even though they're nerfing the experience on bot lane. Just that change to Conquer could actually be a massive buff to bot lane, because of how the meta shakes out. Nice, well, we're coming online now. Oh, did I say after? I meant Conquer. They are nerfing, or are you just bringing that up? Like, Aftershock doesn't matter on real tanks. A lot of real tanks top lane are going to take Grasp, and if they're in the jungle, they're going to take something else. Aftershock is primarily just on like pseudo tanks. Like, it's abused way more often by champions that aren't meant to be tanky than it is on like real tanks. Like, by real tanks I mean like top and jungle tanks, like the big tanks. Obviously on support champions it's gonna be good, but yeah, if once they get a lot of like real tank items, it'll actually be better, even if they like want to get it for some reason. But yeah, the nerf on Conquer, I think, is going to be one of the most meta-defining things. What do we even get here? How much CDR do I have? 30%? And I could do something like a Nashor's, although it feels kind of troll. Let's just do like a Shirelia's maybe. Bro, come on. I'm trying not to get killed by Karthus here. I don't know why he didn't ult. Yeah, so, you know, I feel you on that. I'm not happy to see, like, more experience, but I'm not ready to just, like, give up on League, you know, because there's so many changes, like, We don't even have numbers for it yet. I like it. I like shaking stuff up.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
It has been cool to play things other than Janna this season too, and Rakan sometimes, although I have played a lot of Rakan also. Yeah, I mean, I could have done Locket, but I kind of wanted the CDR, honestly. I mean, I guess the CDR doesn't really matter too much. Maybe I should have done Locket. Because most of my spells are on fairly low cooldown anyways. I have a sweeper. It's kind of dangerous. Oh shit, I didn't even see the card. I forgot about the Karthus corpse. Damn, I should have run out of the Karthus corpse earlier. I was too busy looking at other things. Yeah, Locket probably would have been better.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Well, yeah, it's because junglers dictate the early game, and in most metas, if you get ahead early, you know, you're gonna do very well later on. Well, maybe. I mean, y'all gotta get out though. 2 towers instead of Baron. Maybe. I mean, that does make it scarier for them to come out because of the backdoor threat. No one dropped a ward in there, though. Let me just come around and get it this way, and then we'll rotate back. Nice. Did the Ori delete him or something? Like, the Bard ult into, like, Ori ult's pretty nuts. Yeah, I mean, they don't have towers, so. Oh, feels bad for Lowy. Garen's trying to proxy us. Bro, there's not a tower here. I mean, I guess there's nothing really he's gonna do, but... It is ranked, yes. I don't think jungle's an autofill role. I mean, it's probably not most people's favorite, but there's no way you're going to convince me that jungle is a less popular role than support. Support is always the least popular role. As far as, like, main role. I suppose. I mean, people do put support as their secondary, probably more often than jungle. Like, people either want to play jungle or they don't want to play jungle, so I'll give you that. But yay. Get demoted and then 4 games to get back to where we were. Hashtag plat, yay. What would really blow me away is if they just did away with the LP system, or like at least did away with promotion series like they have in TFT. Why can't you do that in League? Just straight up go up and down. If they want to keep LP, fine. Just get rid of the promotion series. Like, it feels terrible. I've said this before, but like the only time the promotion series is cool, where it adds extra drama, is your first time somewhere. I don't know if I wrecked. I think I did okay, sort of, kind of. We started to turn around the mid game though. We made a few like pretty good plays. It was really that Baron play where they got the Baron, but I was able to stall it out with my ult and we killed like 2 or 3 of them. And that's what really I think. And then they just started like just running around randomly and dying.
Decisions will haunt you.
I mean, I try to keep the deaths low, but a lot of the champs that are strong right now are not going to be low death champs. Like, you know, Janna's... I mean, Janna's alright right now. Yeah, that's a 1-game sample in here. I mean, you're going to find people that are filled jungle for sure, but I'm saying that I don't think, I mean, I don't know where the stats are for this, but anecdotally, I just don't think it's the most filled role. Because I think there are a lot of mains that really like to play jungle. Most of the guides, a lot of the things that are like, how do you power level? Jungle is almost always seen, either jungle or mid, as the role that you can carry the hardest in. That's what boosters play all the time. I see more often something like this where it's 2 junglers and one of the junglers is autofilled. Typical Intsuo. I like it. Hey, thanks for the sub, by the way. Wilbur, I appreciate it. Okay, we're all AD. I hate that. I just hate it because statistically it's just goofy. Like, they should at least make it to where if you get demoted, you can get back in 1 game and not 2 games. The fact that it should be like you start at 85 LP instead of 75. Because having to get back into 2 games and then winning 2 out of 3 in promos just feels terrible. At gold and lower, it's a little bit better. At gold and lower, it's a little bit better because you win your first promo game automatically, so you only have to win 1 out of 2. You get a free loss if you need it. So you have 2 chances to win 1 game. Oh, it's solo lane Pyke? Thanks for Renekton top, man. What's top lane Nocturne? He's got play he does play Nocturne a lot. Is it the Isaac guy? Okay. 0 and 2 Kaisa. I guess we'll play it. Yeah, the free game, trust me, if you get when you get to platinum, like you will hate promo series. Cuz it's annoying if you get demoted there, but at least you only have to win like 2 games and you have 2 more chances to win one more game after that. So it's a lot easier to get it back, but when you have to win the 2 out of the 3, that gets rough. Yeah, that's true what Dave said. If you're playing support, you're not going to see auto-filled supports on your team. People auto... I mean, just think about it logically. Like, it's not that hard to figure out, right? Support, and this is how it is in, like, every game of all time, basically. If you've played, like, World of Warcraft or real life, you know, anything like that, the support roles are going to be the roles that people don't want to do the most. A lot of times, right? Like, you're always looking for healers for raids. A lot of times for WoW. You might be looking for a tank, maybe. But a lot of the time, especially for the raids, because you need more healers than you do tanks, you're looking for healers. League of Legends, you're looking for supports. You know, real life, you're looking for, you know, social workers, teachers, nurses, you know, all of that kind of stuff. It's because it's the least glamorous. Like, you don't get paid the most. It's the same thing in League. You're not getting a lot of money. You're not getting a lot of kills and glory.
30 seconds until minions
You know, you're there to help other people. And that's just, a lot of people are in it for themselves. Not that other roles are bad, but that's just kind of like human nature for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people want the glory, you know, for themselves.
Woo! Being bad just feels so good.
Minions have spawned.
I really don't think the jungle is ruined, man. I mean, I think if you talk to most reasonable people, there is no way someone is going to put the jungler influence lower than 3rd. Like, I don't think you can even put it lower than 2nd. Like, who has the most influence on the game? Like, I think it's mid and jungle. The order in which you put them is debatable. But I think those two are almost unequivocally the most influential roles. The only role that someone else could possibly say would be top. Teacher job's got a line out the door? I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Perfection doesn't exist, except for my hair.
It does not seem like that would probably be accurate. I mean, maybe like some really like highly coveted ones at like a private store, they make a lot of money or something, but... Where you put the jungle in the sense of carrying? Right there, 1 or 2. I mean, how are we defining carrying? I'm saying that you have more influence in the game than other people. That's how I would define carrying. I don't know how else you could define it. A lot of people are complaining about top, that's why they're trying to buff it, but I think if you're really good on certain kinds of tops, then yes. If you're really good on like Riven or Fiora or Camille, and you know, then yes, I think top can be very influential. I think most people are going to put bot lane as least influential in solo queue. I mean, that's just, like, you can still definitely win with it, but I think in this meta right now, and in most metas, bot is going to be considered the least. I would actually put support over ADC, though. I mean, some people put support as high as number 3. Like, I could see people saying, like, you know, mid, jungle, support in that order, and then top, and then ADC. I mean, a lot of it depends on the champions and the team comp and stuff like that, but... The one knock against top, though, is sometimes it's hard to get out of lane early. I mean, if you have really good teleport usage... If you have really good teleport usage, then yeah. But otherwise, it can be hard to get out of there and go roam. And I feel like that's one of the main ways that you carry people is you rotate and you stop other people from failing. Because usually it's like a race. You're just racing to see, like, if you can get your team fed before they feed.
I choose fun.
Because people are going to screw up. They're going to make a ton of mistakes. And you just want to, like, try to make sure that you're capitalizing on the enemy's mistakes way more. Yeah, I think that you could make a case for top being more influential than support, maybe, but I would definitely have ADC at the bottom, and I would put jungle or mid at the top. And once again, there are definitely some ADCs that pop off that totally dominate, and that's completely, you know, possible, but especially with the tier Kaisas and the Ezreal running around, it's like...
Evil loves me.
Okay. Sort of. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, ADCs just take so long to come online, especially with tier. Like, that's what it is, and the meta is just so fast right now because there aren't any tanks. In the pro meta right now, at Worlds, people are playing more tanks, and AD carries matter more, sort of. But people still aren't even playing AD carries most of the time bottom, or at least some of the time in the games I've watched. They're playing weird stuff. Like the Garen Yumi and things like that. Which I still don't fully understand that one. I'd have to think about that conceptually. I mean, I get it, like, you can speed Garen up, so it's impossible to kite him, and you just keep healing him. I'd have to study that a bit more, though. Okay, I don't know where Jarvan is right now.
My thing was boring.
Yeah, I mean, Jax is really strong. Those fighter type of champs, the Jax, the Riven, that type of stuff, I need to back, but we need to hold them in lane because she's probably going to go tier. So ideally, we need to hold them until we at least get a pickaxe to go with the tier. I need to be pressuring this Twitch more. I just can't. Kai'Sa's playing so defensively. Boots. I'm gonna be really slow to this.
An enemy has been slain.
First 10 spoons of chaos. I'm just building it up.
Okay, well, Pyke's gonna miss a lot of XP off of that. Wow, Twitch just straight back? No, he was just chilling. Okay.
Stare in the mirror. It's dangerous.
No, you don't want to separate pro and solo queue. See, this is kind of mana immune done right. If you can force them to stay in lane and they don't get to back and get a BF sword, and you come back and you get the entire mana immune, then yeah, it's pretty good. So we've been able to manage that because Jarvan only came down once. Oh, push. Push, dude. Push the lane. Push the lane, bro. Push the fucking... Oh my god. Seriously? But we just saw them back. Why would you not push?
Killing spree. A summoner has reconnected.
Okay, we try to play around Yasuo. But yeah, you don't want to do, because you'd have to have different balancing, and that would just feel really bad. Like, people that are watching it, they wouldn't understand what they're watching. You know, they'd be like, wait, I thought this champion, like, had these abilities or was this strong or whatever, you know. It just, you don't want to do that. It's a bad idea. And you actually, like, I know we kind of make fun of people that see something in pro and then want to play it in, like, in solo queue, but that's part of the fun, right? Like, that does keep people interested in League and watching it, is because you see different stuff in pro, you think it looks cool, and then you want to go play it yourself, even if it does fail a lot of the time. I really hope Nocturne comes back.
A summoner.
Boring.
I think we could have had that. Mid's dead. We have full priority.
Forget my name, just call me Lord of Darkness.
That sucks that Nocturne is, like, kind of screwed over here, because he was winning against that Renekton pretty hard, but, like, levels matter a lot in that matchup. It's already a terrible matchup. Yeah, we get it, dude. Your internet's terrible.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Life is way more.
He's trying to roam.
An enemy has been slain.
But it is less complicated.
Getting that flash off of Pyke's pretty nice, because then he can't E-flash.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Those good guys are just kidding. Space travels fast.
has destroyed a turret.
Feels so good.
You get the tower first, then we can. Typical into it. I love that dude's name.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Whew! Darkness is the new hot.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad. Suspension doesn't exist. Except for my hair.
Yeah, the animated series does look pretty sweet.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Thank you. Real cold.
No green card. Huh. Hey, that doesn't always get you removed, sir.
World's gonna burn.
Twitch dying is pretty funny. I think half the wing. The eyes.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the bottom thing. Is it like it definitely pulls you down like systematically. is designed to gatekeep and pull you down. And Plat. When Lulu dies, it's so dramatic. I mean, yeah, I think like the first time that you get somewhere, having some sort of like best 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5, like if you're trying to go to like from, you know, silver to gold, yeah, sure, have a 3 out of 5 promos. I think that could be interesting and fun and dramatic, but when it's like every single division and you get demoted off of like 0 LP, I think there should at least be like a demotion defense or something. I don't know. Anyways, I would love to stay because we have a lot of people in here tonight as usual, but I got to get up here in about 5 hours, 4 hours. So we're gonna have to get back at it. Cause like for instance, what are we tonight? Let me see. Okay, and we just won the last one on top of that, so that's 3. So we're 3-3, but we're actually down because we started the night at I think we started at 40 LP. Something like that. Maybe it was only like 10. But either way, we're down. You know, because we have to win one more game, and then we're at 0 LP. But we went 50-50. It's just because we lost the first 3 to start with. If we had won the first 3 and then lost the back 3, we would have probably been at like 30 LP. Platinum 3, 30 LP, something like that. But because we lost 3 first, and then we won after that, then we're actually down... you know, the equivalent of 30 or 40 LP. So it was just the order in which we won or lost, which is pretty silly, I think. I mean, it's like, if you're playing well, then you'll climb anyways, but that certainly, like, makes it a lot harder. Like, you need to be going at, like, at least a 55% win rate once you hit Platinum to get through all of the stuff. Even then, it may not be enough, depending on when you lose your games, when you win them. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much. We'll be back tomorrow around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to come by, check it out. I'll see if I can have, you know, a Pyke or a Nautilus guide. And I might make a guide that's just like my thoughts about the upcoming Season 10 stuff too. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day. See you next time. Sadie.